Real sports, real comedy, real talk. You are listening to High Score 510.
Hold all your stuff safe on your trip.
Pedro, our fans had another question for you.
Yo, Pedro, what's up? I gotta stop. Thank you, guys. Pedro, real quick. What's up, man? It's Dar.
Yeah.
I just gotta say this real quick, Pedro, real quick. I'm sorry. There's no fucking fans from Twitter. Jared's just making these questions up as we go. I just gotta
recording. Tell him what
I just gotta let you know. Stop recording to come up with questions.
and ask us. We got some questions.
He said over here, he text messaged like 5 people, and then all of a sudden, he said, Pedro, I got questions from Twitter. He's not looking at anything. There's nothing he has. He didn't write down anything. Pedro, this is all a blob.
There's only one way to go.
There's only one. I couldn't say it any other way.
What else can I say?
You know, the English language is
Other
great.
than the N-word that way.
Do you know English? I was looking up how many words the English language has versus other languages, and it has the most because we keep inventing stuff like the N-word, like
the N-word.
But just, I mean, some of these words are new.
Phrases.
There's different words, you know, for different things.
Don't try to correct my English. This is some bullshit. I understand all the other folks who come from different countries who can't speak English. I get it.
There's too many stupid ass words.
The rules are dumb.
Oh no, the English rules.
The D is silent.
Yeah, it's the only language where shit gets silent for different reasons and times.
You telling me that this is pronounced a certain way all the time.
And then the PH equals an F.
Word.
It's like, oh man, wait.
Yeah.
I remember being
Why
young.
is people not people?
Well, I remember being young. I was talking to my teacher like, wait. Phosphorus is pronounced phosphorus, but it sounds like an F. And she was like, that's the English language. When you put a P and an H together, it sounds like an F. Then don't put the goddamn shit together.
How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
James Brown was on one in that one interview, man.
I feel good.
That's all the same interview. He was on one of them.
Living in America.
He might have had a Cutty Bang during the interview.
He had a little more than a Cutty Bang.
It's a man's world.
He had a cocaine.
Because that Cutty Bang got
Cutty Bang mixed with a cocaine.
Hey, the Cutty Bang got me.
Because I look good. I smell good. I feel good.
So what else we got?
We got football today. We also
Football, baseball.
Let's talk about your two favorite teams.
Cowboys.
You
Cowboys.
two favorite team, the
Hey,
Cowboys.
how did Cal do yesterday?
They got
ADD podcast.
We shout out to Nathan Yarrehala for being a conduit to getting some very delightful seats.
That's our first media tickets for High
We got
Score
some High Score 510 media tickets.
What was crazy, Nathan hooked us up with these seats, texted us and said his seats weren't by ours. So he texted us and said, where are your seats at? So I texted him a picture, and he goes, damn, you guys got great seats. Nathan, when you give someone seats, you look them up first, and you don't give them the better seats. You take the good seats.
They take the worst
Dude, that was great.
Those were tight seats.
Those were tight.
It was great seats. Anyways, shout out to Nathan and that whole situation.
You know what a good seat is at a college football game?
Yep.
When you're not there.
A seat with a back on it. That's what a good seat is. And I have yet to get one of those.
Well, yeah. So the Cowboys are. So we went to the Cal game last.
2-1. Cowboys.
Cal had a chance to show off. Scouting report about Cal. They have a pretty good defense that is still young and inexperienced. They have a new coach who's a defensive coach. So they're learning to play, but they've been playing really fast and really instinctively the first few weeks, but against inferior competition. They play against Oregon, which is not inferior competition. Diamond is getting her hump on, I think.
No, she's scratching her.
Oh, she's scratching. Okay.
But
so Cal had a chance.
I think they also got to get play. Like I think he got to recruit his own defensive players for his system.
He needs some better defensive players for his system.
Because he has some small guys out there. You know how Oregon usually offensive line, and they look small, Oregon offensive line, and they still are bigger than like some Cal defenders.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. It's like Cal, they essentially.
What was the final score, gentlemen?
It was
we left before the final score. It was a lot to a little. It was a lot to a little.
They were at chips.
So Cal does this thing where they split quarterbacks. They got a throwing quarterback, a loosely put quotations on that.
And then they got a black one.
And then they got a black one that run.
Really?
But the problem is,
Have they ever had one?
No, this is the problem is they give him the dude who's a throwing quarterback more opportunities. He's kind of a big guy. He's athletic enough, but he's not as good a runner.
I play football.
But he's not a good thrower. Like he's a throwing quarterback who don't throw good balls. So I'm like, bruh.
I'm a throwing quarterback, but I don't really throw.
Well, actually, I'm just the Negro they recruited to say, give me the ball. When I get it, I go.
They tell me just which way they point.
Which way they
I'm 50 Tyson.
You in the game? You go. I'm figuring out where the laces are at on the ball. I never seen them before.
Laces up top.
Cause I get that ball and I just go.
I takes the balls and I blind side.
What Cal needs to do is they need to either get a better quarterback and run a real offense, or
what Cal needs to do is start paying these kids, sending them women, sending them money, and all that type of shit that the other teams do.
That's why the U became the U because of that.
Agree. You know what? Cal football, start paying your players.
You understand?
Put them up. That's.
I'm gonna start paying.
You know
I got side.
You know what the name?
Where's Todd Bowles at?
You know what the name of my?
We're not Todd Bowles.
Todd Bozeman.
Bozeman. What?
Yeah, he paid. I kept
the names right.
I'm not gonna say when the players said it around me. I was with my homegirl Janelle, which Cal player at the time. But he pulled out. He was like, we were talking about something. He's like, man, I ain't got no money this year.
This year.
He was like, last year. He said, man, we going to Sweet 16. He said, this would have happened with Bozeman. Damn, our pockets would be fat right now.
Terror alert has been raised to HL White on Cadillac.
Hey, who be cutting Antonio Brown hair?
Antonio Brown be going to he be going to the emoji barber shop.
Come on, man.
I want an afro in the back, high top in the front.
You know, man, y'all can
Ducktail on the side. Fade everything though.
Yep. My boy Antonio Brown. But hey, Cowboys are back.
Yes,
I'm gonna say Cowboys a lot because I'm not gonna say the N-word, Aaron. I'm not going to. You nagger about that.
Real Cowboys.
Anyways, little tongue in cheek. Anyways, but Cowboys are back, man. Hey, come on. I know you're a Cowboys and Raiders fan, but Cowboys are back. You know what? I am so elated at the win today that I'm not worried about anything I was talking about last week.
Elated.
Blake Jarwin was barely on the field.
But are they really back?
Yeah.
Or was this just a good win?
Was it a good win against a bad team?
Is Dak Prescott going to throw for over 300 yards next week?
I think what I liked that I saw is that they were throwing the ball down the field.
Well, I had liked it.
I like to do that.
That was
cool.
liked to do that.
Hey,
come on.
My thing is, the Cowboys are back, and you can't tell me otherwise. They're going to the Super Bowl. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
Yep. And the Raiders are going to come back from this 1-3 deficit. They're going to go to the Super Bowl as well. It is going to be the Dallas Cowboys and the Oakland Raiders in the Super Bowl. It's going to be the biggest Super Bowl you've ever seen. A team coming from 0-3, and a team.
One team beat Detroit, and the other team
that
beat
can't decide if they want to kneel or not. All in the Super Bowl. It's going to be
at the same time.
At the same damn time. It was Dallas. It was Oakland.
You might have heard that from him first, but you ain't heard that from me first because Raiders ain't going to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys are because they're good enough.
I don't know how you guys believe any of this.
The Cowboys? Well, Conspiracy Brother Jones told me that this is all factual.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I believe it.
Hey, so the Cowboys are back. Their passing game looks dope. They're going to be dope.
Come on, it did not look dope now.
Okay, it didn't look dope.
I don't know if it looked dope. Like I said, it was a good win.
It was a good win. But Dak Prescott was putting the ball down the field more. The route.
What do you think about Kodak's performance? Oh, no, Dakota. That's his name.
Dakota,
what do you think about Dakota's
Dakota
performance?
Rain. Yeah. It sound like a Darius Rucker song. Dakota Rain.
Dakota, for your first name as a man. It sound like you were a big titty white woman from Montana.
Trademark this idea. Y'all heard it here first. It is the 30th of September. Papa Django's Pizza.
Papa Django.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heading on down to Papa Django.
All the ingredients are fresh and locally sourced from your local plantation, and Papa Django will free your taste buds of the fake Italian man's oppression of pizza in America.
The fake Italian man. It is what it is.
Is he real Italian?
He's real racist.
Okay,
he's a real asshole.
But he might not be Italian.
Hey, I'm Papa John. Hey, I just
John. Isn't his name John Schneider or something like that?
His name is Dick Head. Exactly. Richard Skull.
there was 3 overtime games.
I thought I said 4.
4? 3 or 4. Well, Atlanta lost to Cincinnati like with under 10 seconds. They threw a 4th down touchdown in the end zone to AJ Green to win the game. Atlanta's now 1-3, so that's something to look at for the future. Atlanta
3. You're right.
Yeah. So,
did you just say AC Green play football?
AC.
Wait, AJ Green caught a touchdown pass at the end?
Yeah.
AC.
It was 4th down, and he threw a corner out to him. He was wide open, caught it.
Fucked up my fantasy team. No wonder I'm losing in fantasy.
Yep.
AC Green said you fucking up my fantasies.
Who else? Houston beat Philadelphia. Not Houston. I'm sorry. Tennessee beat Philadelphia today. That was a crazy. They went for it. They had that field goal range. They were like it was gonna be like a 55-yard field goal, and it's like 4th and 4. So they said, "Fuck it, we're gonna go for it and try and score a touchdown." They get the first down, and basically drive down and throw a touchdown pass in the end zone to win the game because Philadelphia had kicked the field goal to like at the beginning of overtime. And then so they had a chance to rebut, and instead of going for the field goal to tie it, they went for the win. They went for it on 4th down, like from like the 40-yard line, basically. And it was
can't knock him for trying.
Hey man, your boy Mariota. I'll say this for the first time. He showed me something today. I would say that Mariota showed me something today in the fact that how he was able to like mix in his ability to stay mobile, run a little bit, but also some of the throws he made downfield were actually like good throws. So I'll give him credit. He's not efficient enough yet, but he made some big time throws in crunch time to get them down.
They're gonna show this man to get his middle finger so many times.
Another thing happened today. Houston beat Indiana. That game was crazy. Y'all see that?
Nah, man. I didn't see
what happened there.
All right, so Houston, Indiana's going back and forth like high scoring affair. Houston goes up 8 with like a minute and a half left. So Indiana gets the ball back. They drive down the field to score, and they have to get a 2-point conversion. They get that. Tie the game. Goes to overtime.
Speaking of Houston, did Aaron ever tell you about the time he was in Houston and he met Venus Williams' father and Venus Williams' father gave him a picture
of himself?
That's because he told me he wanted me to marry his daughter.
Oh.
And didn't offer me Serena.
Oh, wrong. You got the wrong one.
That's why I'm still here single now.
Plot twist, it was really Hakeem Olajuwon.
Aaron got a picture of Hakeem Olajuwon. Look like Richard.
Aaron has a special picture of Hakeem at a country club with a sweater vest and a nice polo.
Un nice polo?
Nice polo. Cutty bang.
Anyway, so that game goes to overtime. Sorry, y'all. We're getting sidetracked. Game goes to overtime. They kick a field goal.
ADD podcast.
A&E podcast. You said what?
ADD podcast.
Oh yeah, we ADD triple ADD. So we so Houston, Indiana gets the ball first. They kick a field goal. Houston gets the ball. They kick a field goal. So the game's not over. Indiana gets the ball, and time's getting low on the game. So they drive. They get to like their 45-yard line, and it ends up being 4th and like 4. They end up deciding to like after a timeout to go for it on 4th and 4. We're still like it's like over a minute in the game. They go for it. They don't get it. They give the ball to Houston inside their end of the field. Mm-hmm. Houston hits like a 20-yard pass on the first play, basically, and then they're in field goal range, and they spike it and they kick field goal to win. But Indiana basically gave them the ability to kick that field goal so close.
Haters will say it's Photoshop.
It was probably Photoshop. So that was a crazy game. And the last game was the Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. The Raiders ate that one out. So. The Cowboys are back. The Cowboys are back, bro. Cowboys are back. Hey, you heard it here first. Super Bowl. I would always say the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. And granted, they never went to the Super Bowl, so I was always wrong. And then,
see, he didn't know you early enough.
The last couple years, I stopped saying that.
Yeah, last couple years. Now he's a straight optimist.
But after today's game, they back, man.
Were you saying this when their wide receivers were like Wayne McGarity?
No, when they had my boy Woody Dancer, I was juiced, okay? Woody Dancer tiptoeing on that sideline on kickoffs.
Wayne McGarity.
You know, they didn't use my boy Woody as much as they should have. You know, once they found a Cole Beasley type of white boy who was going to play receiver and
you talking about they didn't use my boy Woodrow Dancer?
Woodrow Dancer didn't get a chance
to see JoJo Dancer
because his name was not Cole Beasley. He's like, you don't sound like
Cole Beasley is the greatest white man wide receiver had ever lived.
He is the logic.
Cole Beasley is logic. He really black.
He is the logic of
Cole Beasley can rap.
Cole Beasley is
Have you ever heard Cole Beasley rap?
Can you get
like one of them boys from Houston drinking
Can
a
you get-
pepper drink.
Can you get my
I
logic?
heard he had a great rap album.
Yeah, he got that Swisher house style.
Swisher. Hey, he got that. What you would say is probably he got that Mickey's trap music.
Shouts out to Mike Tomlin, body doubling for, what's his name?
Omar Epps.
Omar Epps all day.
Bruh, he's Omar Epps.
I saw that movie where they went camping up north.
Yep.
And, some human trafficking went down. Did you see that movie with Omar Epps? It's called Traffic, man. I gotta have the red bots. Yeah, man.
You're crazy.
I fuss with the red bots.
I used to fuck with Redbox a little bit.
Every once in a while, you can't hack all the movies you want to see.
Right.
You gotta go to the red box. It's only $1.
I like obscure.
Come on.
I'm a fan. So come on, I'm a fan of obscure movies. I don't know if you are also.
You're an obscure guy.
I am. I'm obscure and
I like different
peculiar.
type of shit, man.
So
I like Japanese animation.
Ooh,
I'm so old school, I call it Japanese animation.
That's
I told this kid, man, I like Japanese. You mean anime? Look, little motherfucker. Before all that cute shit, that's what we used to say. Get out of here. You know what the fuck I was talking about.
So Redbox, most obscure movie I've seen are rented from Redbox, and I didn't use as much as I could have, but
Cutty Bang 4.
Cutty Bang. I put I got this movie called Skip Trace with Jackie Chan and Johnny Knoxville.
Come on, man.
Great movie.
I know that's a bad movie.
Can I get the other ingredients for the Cutty Bang?
That's a lot of stunting.
You just pour more alcohol in here, no juice.
So, for the Cutty Bang,
Get a little juice. Caitlin, what is it?
well, you see,
Can I get some of that Bob, the whole juice?
the juice ain't the same no more. Because I started pouring the rest of the Seagrams in the juice and drinking it myself.
Oh, this serious is
So, there you go.
you was a cold piece, bro.
You look old piece of work.
MLB Playoffs, Major League Baseball Playoffs.
Playoffs? Hey, man, the Oakland A's are in the playoffs.
The
man.
A's are in the. Hey, come on, bro. A's are in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
A's are in the playoffs.
You think they're gonna win the World Series?
Think. Man,
I know.
what did Jerry
The
say
Cowboys are
about-
back, and so are the A's.
Come on, man. They got a hard road.
All right, now the A's ain't back, but the Cowboys are. Well, there's a funny thing going on. So pretty much the AL, American League, is all sewed up. The A's got to go play in New York, wild card game on Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. So they're playing in New York on Wednesday. If they can win, then they're going to be traveling to Boston. They play Boston straight up. That shit'll be pretty lit. But with the way the A's hit the ball, like Boston could be a really friendly place for them. But Boston also has a couple like ace pitchers. So and they got a legit ass lineup that the A's pitching has not been up to par. Like they don't have really all their starters are injured.
And they weren't playing well before they got hurt.
Well, here's the thing I'm gonna tell you about the A's. The A's have a solid bullpen, but it's solid of no names or journeymen that have been like solid MLB players. You got Familia, who's been a solid player, but he's never been the man. You have Fernando Rodney, who's been solid but never been the man. Blake Trinan, what's the dude's name? Trinan's been legit.
Blake China.
Blake Jarwin ain't shit.
China.
But what I will say is that their bullpen is decent at the back end, but it's not shut down, and the rest of their bullpen is pretty no name, and it can be hit or miss. So I worry about them. But 1 game sample size, and you can get to a hitter friendly ballpark where your team has a lot of home runs as it is. You can box them up over
They're
that.
all hitter friendly ballparks. The only big thing is you got to understand is that I think they can beat Boston because Boston, while it is a hitter friendly ballpark, Boston don't have this. I mean, adding JD Martinez, Mookie Blaylock's having a great year, but have a legit. But think about the rest. Think about the Yankees in a ball hitting ballpark. Think about Houston in that little league field they play in, right? Yeah. Those are 2 legit teams that could kill the ball, or are they small?
Think about these Zapp's potato chips with that voodoo.
Shout out to Zapp's sponsorship. But also the other thing is, that is true. They have a legitimate lineup. They also have 2 aces, and Chris Sale and David.
Yeah, but Chris Sale don't play good at the end of the year.
But that's neither here nor there. He hasn't really had a chance to be a starter as a.
No, but he's been shitty every second half of the year. It's not just the playoffs.
They've been giving him a limited innings.
He's been a starter the last couple of years with Boston, and he's been shitty.
No, this is first year or second year of Boston.
Second year, he's been shitty then.
But I think he's fine. He's
gonna be shitty. I guarantee it.
Just like Ben Roethlisberger, you gotta shout out Aaron. Aaron had a magic moment last week talking about how bad Ben Roethlisberger.
was a magic moment.
I say how overrated he is because he throws 60 passes to get 400 yards.
Oh man, he's gonna do that 60 passes to get them 400 yards. Fantasy points be damned. I am gonna take it. But what I will say is, the A's got a chance. They got a chance. They can hit the home run. Well, did y'all see Mike Stanton hit that home run the other night? Last night? Yeah, yesterday. And the dude
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo.
Where's this magic moment? No one say about you. Thank you, Kamal. Giancarlo Stanton.
That's Aaron's drop. That's not mine.
Yeah, but you can't sit here and hold me to some standard and not messing up and you messing up.
I never mess up. That was just a slip.
Man.
Slip of the wrist.
You have to give another shout out to your sponsor, the Cutty Bang.
Shout out to the Cutty Bang because we are on the bang of the Cutty edge.
You are lasting.
What I will say though is that y'all saw that he hit a home run and a fan threw the ball back from the Green Monster and hit him with the ball.
That was it. No, it didn't. You know what's funny? They kept saying I didn't see the ball hit him. It bounced like twice.
It bounced and hit him.
And Giancarlo Stanton tipped his hat to the fan. Dude, throwing that far.
Well, that tells me. So here's my thing. MLB.
And then the fan got kicked.
Yeah, but MLB. I need y'all to start working on how y'all gonna deal with the fact that Boston has a 212-foot home run wall.
How about you modernize yourself?
They are not going to modernize it because they're restricted by tenants who live across the street. It's like, we're at 40 feet. We can't do that. Like, but we got to keep it at 225. We put that wall. Put this high wall up there back in New York. Hey, we should do a Richie Dawkins segment.
Man, I don't want it to get to Richie Dawkins.
No, but it's not. We'll call it Back in New York.
Back in New York. Back in New York.
I think we got to do a Back in New York segment. Come on. What did you?
Shit went down the wrong hole.
Come on, that Cutty Bang went down the wrong hole.
Yeah, drink some Cutty Bang.
Woo! Went down with the Cutty Bang here.
No, it won't help.
Cutty Bang will help.
Lord.
Because Cutty Bang go down all holes.
He said Cutty Bang go down all holes.
Cutty Bang is like the 24-year-old virgin who got all his paycheck and vacation money at the ABM. He going down. It go down all holes.
Come on here, slapping his chest like he's singing some black hymns. Lay down with my soul, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by and study. Whoa, no.
Your mama's a hoe.
Cutty Bang!
Going back to baseball, the crazy thing is the NL.
Back to the
NL got
the Negro League. I was in it.
Yeah.
And Satchel.
I heard you hit 3 home runs off of Satchel Paige like Denzel Washington in Fences.
You got that right.
6 home runs on Satchel Paige.
You damn right.
No, so
Say it again.
so you know what's going on. So in the NL, 2 of the divisions are tied. And they're tied. So the NL is set, but they gotta have 2 tiebreaker games. The Milwaukee gotta play at Cubs and Colorado gotta play at Dodgers. Because both divisions end up tied and all of them are in for the wild card. So the loser of the games have to play in the wild card against each other. And they'll either be at Chicago or at Milwaukee because they got the better record. And then the winners win the division.
Winners win the division.
So the extra game is tomorrow. The tiebreaker's tomorrow. And then the losers play the wild card game the day after.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's what you get for not deciding it in the regular season. So you gotta.
That's part of baseball, though. They don't mind playing additional game. That's
what got me is that it's not a neutral site field.
It shouldn't be a neutral site.
He's gonna flip a coin.
It shouldn't be a neutral site.
Flip a coin for it.
I think they flipped the coin. They either flip the coin or it's the bet that determines.
Figure out how to figure something
or
out.
that might be divisional record.
You flip a coin. What if it's 3 people? Flip 3 coins.
These loyals ain't hoes.
Hey, everyone plays rock, paper, scissors. All right. Anyways, So
this is the best time for baseball.
No, this is actually really compelling going into the season because one of them is going to get right into the series and they're not going to have to play that playing game. They're going to know who they're playing. They get a day off.
Wild card. When is that game, man?
Tomorrow.
Monday, and then Tuesday.
When do
the wild card game? The tiebreaker game tomorrow. The wild card. NL wild card's Tuesday. AL wild card's Wednesday.
Nice.
It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, MLB baseball playoffs coming up. Hey, my prediction is Boston. Boston Dodgers World Series. Dodgers find a way to beat Boston.
My prediction is Dodgers.
Shout out, you heard it here first.
Dodgers Cleveland World Series. LA wins the World Series, and me and my dad go off running the Sunset High.
Cleveland's in the house.
Or that's who I really want. Cleveland. LA Cleveland.
You would want that.
From LA. Man.
What about Oakland, Cleveland?
You want
get the Warriors
you want
back.
all the cornrows.
Get the Warriors Cavs series 2.0.
Come on, man. I don't let the Warriors Cavs no
You
more.
heard it here second. Oakland A's versus the Cleveland. Wait a minute, they both can't play the World Series?
Nope.
God damn it, never mind, that don't work.
So
Him don't know how it works.
Well, Sam said what you get for Trader Joe's for next week.
Hello?
Marshawn! Oh, yeah.
All right, what's going on?
Hello, my brother, hello. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
And I am on that Cushy Punch and the Essence. Wait, what is this?
He had a Cutty Bang, Marshawn.
Man, you got him on his
He ain't
fourth
doing too
point?
well. He had a lot of weed and Cutty Bang.
Get some on his fourth point.
Shout out to Cushy Punch and Jetty Extract and...
Dude, just ask Marsh. We're here to talk boxing with Marshawn Geechie.
Shout out to Marshawn. Marshawn, you want to say something to the fans real quick? And we are here with...
Tell him he got to introduce himself.
Oh, Marshawn, this is where you introduce yourself. So you say, you do like a little intro for yourself.
We brought you in as a boxing specialist. You know, you like our Freddie Atlas here.
You know why?
Except you don't have a cliff lip.
That's because most people don't know shit about boxing.
And we have Kamal here with us. He's the one who went and got us the Cutty Bang. From the Vallejo style Cutty Bang. It didn't have the Donald Duck orange one.
Wait, hold on. We gotta redo this. Marshawn, I need you to come with some hot fire as to who you are, and then we're gonna play you this sound by Eric Goon for you.
God.
All right, one more time, Marshawn, because we're gonna make this tight. We're gonna introduce you with some hot fire, and we are here with.
Wait, is that where y'all supposed to speak?
No, we already done that. He tried to. I don't know what in his mind. For some reason, he wants you to say something stupid.
No, just say. Move my phone.
Hey, Jared, man, I'm no show pony, man.
Hey, my phone glitched, and my phone's been doing this thing where it glitches and sometimes it skips. So it skipped while you're doing your intro, and it got messed up.
No, man, get off of that intro, man.
I know. So I'm gonna try.
Aaron must not be paying y'all right at that after school program.
No! My check's becoming a short lately, Marshawn. Say that. Hey,
you're in a problem.
Hey, so Marshawn, let's try it one more time, and then I got you your soundbites to be hot fire, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say, and we are here with, and then I'm gonna send it to you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Jared, just know I'm not gonna be no show pony right now. Right? I'm in a house full of people, so you think I'm gonna be like, turn your radio down.
Come on, man. Like,
Turn your radio down.
You have to like hear Low Down Dirty
I
Shame.
like that. Hey, I like that. You know what? Let's go with it. You see how I was agitated? Let's make lemonade. Let's make lemonade. Hey, so, and here we go. And we are here with...
Now you're here with Marshawn Weaver, a.k.a. Geechie Spanish, a.k.a. the Ace, a.k.a. Jerry, you suck and fancy.
Which is true.
Is that it? Okay, here we go. I got your soundbite. One sec.
Quick! I'm gonna kill you, quick! You made me still one of my boys in the back of the head!
Alright, yeah, we're here with Marshawn now. Yeah.
He waited all day to do that shit, Marshawn. To play some bad soundbite from Harlem Nights because he was watching that shit last night.
Bro, that shit is off the hook. I love that.
You know, the worst part, man, he spent $5.95 on iTunes just to download that.
Marshawn, man, you are kind of our resident boxing expert. Our boy Malski Walski here is also a boxing expert. And we wanted to talk a little boxing with you. So I know there was one subject of the Mayweather versus Pacquiao potential number 2 happening. And what are your thoughts on the likelihood of that happening?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a waste of time, but it's definitely gonna happen. I mean, you got Mayweather, pushing mid-40s. You got Pacquiao and already early 40s, and again, neither one of them is what they were 10 years ago. So obviously, if Mayweather trying to get that going, he see it easy 50 mil he can get off of Pacquiao. Pacquiao's putting all that good money out in the Philippines, so I'm quite sure he's in need of a check.
Come on. Well, that's what I heard. I heard Teddy Atlas said that from what he had heard.
Tyson touched my daughter.
Yeah, Pacquiao needed the money.
Tyson touched my daughter. Come on, man. It was his sister, he said. It was his sister. Tyson touched his sister.
Strong family member.
Well, apparently, it sounds like Pacquiao needs the money just as much as Mayweather does, if not more.
Mayweather don't need the money. He just need more money because he knows when he done fighting, no one's gonna hire him to be a proofreader for Stephen King novels.
Hey, they won't even use Floyd Mayweather to proofread them like first grade books. The cat fell off the hat.
Hey, Jared didn't know that this fool can barely read.
No, somebody told me recently.
I told you.
Who learned you how to read?
Hey man, I'm not gonna hate on him. He's a great business savvy man.
He's not business savvy, he just fight.
He fight. He got somebody around him who's doing a great job of making sure he get most of the money.
Leonard Ellerby.
And so whatever. It is what it is. Hey, but Mayweather, Pacquiao, I think if it does happen, it's gonna be kind of like the Mayweather McGregor fight. It's gonna be a big showpiece. That's my feeling on it. It's gonna do more to hurt boxing. Because Marshawn, I don't know if you agree with this, but or
McGregor.
Even Mr. Malski, I think boxing is a dying sport, and it's in its last.
It's not dying.
It's in its last stage.
Marshawn, do you think boxing is dying?
No.
It's not on HBO no more.
What can improve it? HBO just got rid of it.
It needs to be on regular TV.
Yeah, they need to go back to being on. I agree with that. They need to go back to being on regular TV. I remember when I was my early teens. Like I remember watching Terry Norris fight for his title on ABC Sports.
I can't believe you mentioned Terry Norris.
Man, I like watching my boy Emmanuel Augustus.
Well, Terry Norris was the first fighter who made me want to get a high top. So it was.
Man, I remember watching Jack Johnson fighting them draws every night against them white men. Every night. He had 2 fights in one night.
I remember I watched Winky Wright when he was fighting his daddy, trying to keep him from hitting his mama.
Hey, real talk, I do remember watching Floyd Mayweather fights early when he was on like USA and ESPN and shit, and that's when he used to knock people out.
Exactly. When the USA had the Tuesday night fights or Friday night fights,
and he used to knock people out too, though.
On USA.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the good thing is like, say what you want to about Floyd. I mean, him, De La Hoya, they went from marquee fighters into marquee promoters.
They did, yeah, true, you're right. We need more, that's the problem. Like, okay, so it has to go to regular TV. We gotta have good promoters. You know what else they need to do? They need to unify them belts.
Yeah, I hate the fact that you got 3 different titles in each division.
Yeah, I feel like there's like 6 of them. I think I got one of the belts by accident. I fucked around.
I got one at Ross.
I fucked around and got in a fight with the crackhead, and they gave me a belt.
Pretty much 4 major moves. Then there's all ones under. You got your IBF, WBC, WBA, and WBO.
BBC.
But again, like I said, you get someone like the WBC
and TLC.
They got the champion, and they got the silver and gold champion, and platinum champion.
WEC.
WEB boy.
Hey, so what do you think's gonna happen? What's so?
Who gonna win the
Anthony Prince Joshua beat some Russian dude.
Yeah, who that dude?
Prince Joshua.
That dude from Britain, that Prince Joshua heavyweight.
Is that the dude with the
What's
knee
his name?
brace?
What's he has to do with the knee braces and the Timberlands?
Yeah, who the boxer that he's boxing in Timberlands from Britain? That dude, what's his name? Prince Joshua?
The bodybuilder with the fade.
What is that boxing name?
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua.
He never fought outside England.
Mm-mm.
Is he scared?
Oh, he's uppity.
He's a prince.
Yeah, he definitely is up.
Yeah, he fight with one pinky up.
Hey,
his glove got a pinky hole.
Hey, so you think he gonna fight? Who they trying to set him up with?
Deontay Wilder.
Who gonna win that fight?
Wilder.
I definitely go with Wilder just because he's shown that he can take a punch. And I mean, I don't know how many people watched his last fight against. I'm trying to think of his name. They call him King Kong.
Sturvant or whatever his name.
The Cuban dude.
Oh,
and he was on the verge of losing that fight. Like Kong, hit him with a nice couple of punches on the chin, had him on the ropes, and he survived it and came back and knocked him out. So Anthony hasn't been tested like that.
Gotta be able to take a punch.
I thought didn't Tyson Fury or one of the Medvedenko twins?
Tyson Beckford.
No, what's the Slobodan Milosevic? Who's the dude that was the
Alexander Petrovich.
No, who are the two brothers that like the top of the Klitschko's? Yeah, the Klitschko's. Clitter's brothers. Didn't Joshua get knocked down by the Did he fight him?
Did he fight Klitschko?
Yeah, he fought Klitschko.
Yeah. But he won, right?
He beat him. He almost got knocked out though.
I fight him.
He fought 45-year-old Klitschko, and he got dropped with a punch. So that in itself, that's like when Michael Moore got clipped by George Foreman. It's like, come on, man. Obviously, you didn't have a chance.
Yeah. Well, George Foreman set him up with that trap.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Trap was just hitting the body bag for 30 minutes.
According to George Foreman, he was setting him up for that lucky punch he got.
George Foreman, like, man, I got this gut.
My lean, mean, fat reducing cooking machine.
So if Deontay Wilder and Joshua meet up, you go with Wilder as the winner of that.
Oh, no, definitely.
You gotta be able to take a punch.
Here's the thing with Wilder, he's not as technically sound as Joshua, but I think he has a more potent punch, a more powerful punch than Joshua.
And he can take a punch.
Joshua, I'm not going to sleep and say Joshua can't catch you. Like I guess at the same time, Wilder, that dude hits with anvils in his hand.
Doesn't Wilder also like slap dudes with open palms sometimes?
And he's a little wild, just like his last name. He's still questionable.
That shit be heard now.
He's still like the heavyweights of the past at all.
Yeah, no, not the same. All right.
You know who can take a punch? Cat Williams.
To me, Cat Williams got to be a humble person. The fact that he let a 15-year-old murder him out over a game of touch football.
That was Project Lawn football, bro. That wasn't even no real football. They got like the Project Lawn. You gotta watch out for the clothesline poles. You know what I'm saying? People like to hang dry their clothes, or you gotta watch out for that rusty wire.
Oh no, trust me, I seen a football. They was using one of them old school foam dirt football, but it was missing a chunk in it.
So, did you see any of the? What do you think about this MMA between your boy and Khabib Nurmagomedov going against the Irishman Conor McGregor?
Conor McGregor.
Like I said, I see the end of the hype of this Irish dude.
You think he's gonna get mocked?
Think he gonna lose?
Oh, definitely. He's definitely gonna get clipped.
Now you rooted against him before.
Oh yeah, I rooted against him many times.
Hey, I gotta think. Oh, go ahead.
But to me, he was like the Bernard Hopkins of the lightweights. It's like, come on, dude, you really belong up with these welterweights. But he been fighting, featherweight and lightweight, where it's like you a big dude, you the big man taking on teenagers.
But isn't that the point? Like when I go to war, my whole thing is to exploit my enemy's weaknesses.
Yeah, but you
and if I'm boxing, I gotta fight against the weak fools. If I go against Tyson, I'm gonna get knocked out.